Hey everyone, this is kind of random how I've actually got these customs here that I have done, but we're going to be going in separate parts for the Bad Batch show, because I actually wanted to make these figures. So yeah, I have Hunter and Omega, both in their first appearance outfits I think. So yeah, without further ado, let's get started. So here is Hunter, and I consider him to be like the leader of the Bad Batch, and so I really wanted to make him because, like I said, I hadn't made the Bad Batch, and so I wanted to just try this out. And I think he turned out pretty good. I especially like how the face looks as well, because, you know, his beard and wherever it goes on his face, he has that sort of design. So that's awesome. And what else is awesome is how these shoulder pads turned out as well. I just got to mention that quickly. I got the shape of them sculpted on there, looking amazing. So that's good, and they have their own separate red designs. And then the head was a Kylo Ren head, but I just pasted on all the detail that he has in the show, including like the forehead thing, and then also gave him a Widow's Peak looking thing, and I think that turned out pretty good. I was actually considering using one of the Han Solo hair pieces, and I was like, I'm going to try something different because that looks kind of strange, using that hair piece in particular. I just used one of these hair pieces. You've probably seen one of these before. If you haven't, then that's totally fine. So that's good. He also has gauntlets sculpted on as well, so based on all the detail on those. Then the back is just nothing that exciting. So yeah, leg detail of course, gotta have that on every custom. I actually think that Hunter turned out pretty good. And before I forget, this is Captain Rex's pistol that I just decided to use on this minifigure. Next up is Omega. To be honest, I don't think I'm that much of a fan of her character. A lot of people think that she's like a Star Wars Rebels character. I understand why that is.
Hello!
But I still like how her costume looked. I should mention she's the first one that I also started on out of my entire lineup of customs for this show. I entirely sculpted her hair, by the way, and then the face came from Rose from Last Jedi sets, I think. The torso was the first thing I started on, and I painted her arms, brightened up the orange that I originally painted. And also she has a tiny waist cape that goes in between the pegs on the leg piece. I continue the design down onto it. The back of the minifigure isn't that good. It still gets the job done. So other than that, there's not much else to mention really. And in case any of you are wondering about scale, well, here she is next to Hunter, and there you go. Alright, so that is it for this quick random showcase that just came out of nowhere on part 1 of the Bad Batch customs. Now, as for the rest of the customs I've planned for this show, I do plan to make Crosshair, Wrecker. Other than that, I've already made these two, and I hope you're satisfied with how these turned out, because I certainly am. And if any of you enjoyed, be sure to hit the like button, comment your thoughts on both of these or either of these. Also subscribe as well. I'll catch you guys next time. See ya.